Thank you, brother. I was muted. I guess everything's fine now, right? Thank you, brother. I was. Please read my message. Please, dear God, do it. Do it right now. Is everything sounding okay now? I hope so. Looks like it is. I guess I hear you now. Thanks. Thanks for letting me know. Ooh, look at that. We have a couple of things right now in the YouTube studio as well. I didn't know that. And I see that some things aren't working, so I can't press with the press of a button pop up the things. That's a shame. Oh, and the audio was looping back in the mic too. Yeah, it should be fixed right now. Should be okay. What's up, Jimmy? How are you doing? So I was telling that we are doing the home renovations and it's taking up more time than expected. So this is kind of an impromptu live stream to check out OllieWP, and we're in the attic still, and this is the TV that usually is downstairs, and we have the couch over there around my other side of my shoulder, and this is kind of the living room, what used to be my YouTube studio. But yeah, it's what it is, and really loving that some things gets done. What I don't like is that the floor issue is there. It didn't harden well enough or something, and there were some cracks in there, and that needs to be fixed. But yeah, we need to see how things go there. But that's not why you're here, I guess, because the reason why you're here is because we're going to look at OllieWP. A guy called Mike McAllister has worked hard and very hard on OllieWP, and I'm very thrilled and enthusiastic to check it out and see how it goes. I see that's the living room for now. Yep. This is the living room indeed, which is also very cozy if you ask me. So if you don't know, OllieWP makes building websites easier, and they have a lot of patterns that are already available. Those patterns are only for WordPress full site editing, so it will be constrained, so to speak, within the Gutenberg and full site editing. If you don't like that, then perhaps this is not for you, but I really want to check it out. I've used FSE in the past with GreenShift, of course, so I do kind of know where to find things. I saw that the world's worst web developer also tried OllieWP and didn't go as planned as I could tell from that from his experience. Let's see if ours is different. So this is OllieWP. It has a lot of nice patterns right here, and people are already raving about it, as you can see. It's just been around for a year, so I think Mike's doing a very great job really building up the name of OllieWP because of its design that already is in the patterns, but also that it's Gutenberg and it's really native what he's making. But we'll discover how native it is. Here are a quick overview of patterns that are already made with OllieWP, which looks insane. This is also a very nice looking bento grid. Well done. You can see that this is a thing made by a designer. It's more airy. It's not as blocky as some of the patterns. So I really do like what he's creating here. All right. What also comes with OllieWP is the Figma files, of course. And the Figma files allows you to have an easy way to start because you can copy and paste components. But as you can see, there's also ready-made pages. As to edit, can we just copy this in some way? I don't know how this would work, but create branch. Ah, damn. It's also only for organization plans. But usually this is a great starting point, right? You have a nice looking section, and if you want to upgrade it, you can do that by, let's see, can we just copy and paste it inside of another Figma file? Design. Yeah, this is what we had. 2 files. And then we press new design. And yep, we can just copy and paste it in right here. And this makes it very easy to get started with a design. It's already nice looking. It has some easy to use white spacing and that sort of things. Yeah, that's how you have a great starting point. And if you want to add some design accents, for instance, we want to do a swirl. Let's see if we can find a scroll, or we can draw as well. But that is in a paid version perhaps, but maybe we can do it like this. You can make a little bit of a drawing, maybe not the best. Let's see. Or a circle, maybe that's something that we can do. Yeah. You can add a circle as a design accent and then say, all right, it needs to float on the left side just to break up the spacing. Maybe it should be even below everything. Cover. And have a different color, perhaps. Send to back. Send to back. Now I see it's overlap, and this is overlapping it. Yeah, it's not as easy as I hoped, but yeah, you can see the advantage, right? Hopefully. Because this way you can create a nice design. Let's see, can we just make this go forward? Bring to front. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. So as you can see, you can make a nice little change to the design. I'm not saying this is the best, but it is easy to change. And with that, you have a nice starting point. And if we blur it out, perhaps make it even a little tinier. Look at that. It gives a nice little accent. A nice little accent over there. Oh, hi, bro, here too. Yeah, for sure. I'm everywhere again. But let's see. We can press this and then make it to change to the color so it matches that one. And perhaps we can also make it a little bit more transparent. It's a little subtle kind of thing, right? And then you have a basic you can work with in the Figma file. Most designers like starting out in the Figma file because it gives you some design creativity, and you can just place everything everywhere. And when you have that done, you go to Ollie theme. And I just installed it, the Ollie theme and the plugins as well. So this is what you get greeted with. Welcome to OllieWP Pro. Let's dive right in, right? We can view the Ollie dashboard. And here we have a way to sign in. I don't know if it's will show my credentials, so let's change that real quick. I'm very sorry, but you have to accept the fact that you have to look at my face right now whilst I'm logging in. Log in. And there we go. We're now logged in. As you can see, we are getting started with OllieWP Pro. We have the nice videos, learn about the starter sites, learn about patterns, and we have the theme studio. We have a lot of options right away. And here it would be nice that you just have a button somewhere right here that says get started right now. That you know I have to press this and then I'm ready to go. Fly over the moon. So let's have a quick start. Start with the setup wizard. I don't want to see anything else. We do want a advanced custom look, block visibility. The icon block sounds awesome. Ollie menu designer, of course we want that. And we go to install and continue. That allows us to create pages. We have the Ollie, we have the agency. Oh, look at the pre-styled versions of those. That's nice. We have the startup. That's similar to the design we have. Creator. I am a creator. At least I think I'm creating something. Gotta be creating something. And we can create a page. Now, what do I want for my home page? I want to have a custom page. And it should actually be a new page that doesn't exist yet. Looks like create a blog page. So a blog page has been created. And I don't have a home page yet. So it would be nice that we can select, if we have a custom page, that we can also create a home page for it instead of the sample page. Then we can choose some colors. Purple, blue. And this is this is to me what's a little bit wrong, because we don't have a great example right now. Because we didn't set up and pick a nice looking homepage. So we don't see the effects of this one very nicely. At least for the lines right here. You can see a little bit changing to pink, to red, to neon. Oh, and that's something for the webinar, I guess. Right, Jimmy? And teal. Pro tip. You can adjust your color palette further in the global styles. Yes. And we can generate our own color palette. That's awesome. So we can generate red and it picks the colors for us that is matching with this color. Pretty nicely done. This is a very easy way to just get started when you don't know color theory and just want to start out with something. Because you gotta be started something. And then you can choose some prefixed font types. I don't know, which one do you like? I think the A right here is funny. Like a monkey tail. Monkey! That's right! Hit the road. Let's save and continue. And we want this to be white. Do we want the page layout to have a sidebar? Or the sidebar the other side? If this is for blog posts, which it looks like it is, I usually like this kind of template. Oh, but this is for pages. So that should be white. And for the blog post, it should have a right sidebar. And for the layout, I want a list or a grid. I don't see anything changing right here. So we keep it as is. Save and continue. We have a header with nav. We have a header with buttons. We can add another button. I think this one's okay. We can set it to light or dark. So this is really nice if you just want to get started and don't have a freaking idea on what you need to do. Your site is ready to go. Right, let's see. Let's see the site that we have on. This isn't beautiful. I thought I was making a beautiful website. So let's make a change to that. Right, we're going to add a new page. We're going to get greeted, of course, with that one. And we call this home page, pager. And then from here, you have all the blocks that you need. And these are the starting building blocks, right? If you want to create a 2-column layout, you press columns. You have 2 columns, and in one you can add a nice looking image. And do we have some images right there? Nope. But yeah, that's where you're selecting it. Heading. We can paste it right here. And we can add a paragraph as well. Hello world. Test. And now the advantage is that we can select colors, and those are based on the colors that we set in the wizard. So it's a very easy to use branding color scheme actually. So that's nice. But what I don't like is that we need to set up and build out the whole website. I mean, if you really want to make it easy, you need to use patterns. Look at that. There they are. some nice looking patterns. Let's remove that one. Well, the first thing that we want to add to a page is a hero section. And because this is the home page, it needs to be a little bit different, right? I see that there's a few, but I don't see the OllieWP Pro versions. Looks like these are the basic ones. Now, it can be mistaken, of course. Let's see, can we add it? Because here we selected that we want... oh, we need to select it in here. I thought you just selected right here and then everything automatically is selected for you, but it looks like it doesn't. So let's select the home page 2. We want to have a knowledge page. We want to have a nice looking pricing page. About page. I think that we missed that you need to check this. Or I missed it actually. Create pages and continue. It still selects our sample page. Blog page is not created whilst we did. Save and continue. The color palette is correct. Everything else is as expected. So we now selected which pages need to be created. I wonder if it has been created. Pages. Look at that. There we go. And here's our home page. That's nifty. It would be nice that we can see those in the patterns as well. I was expecting that actually. That if we go in here, plus the plus icon, then go to patterns, that we could find all the patterns as well. But I couldn't find this pattern right here. That would be my expectation. But yeah, look at that. It's now easy. And then we can add animations. This is the animation extension that's been added by OllieWP. So let's see. We have extensions that we can select right here. We have advanced column controls, advanced grid controls. So these are all extensions that you can add, enable or disable. And here's the animation designer. So we can add an animation, the side panel opens, and here we have the animation. You have some default animation types. And as you can see right there what's happening. Fade in and up. We can change the duration to be longer or shorter. And now what I think Mike did really well is that you can save the current settings as preset. So instead of you having to do this over and over again and try to mesmerize what kind of duration you set, what kind of delay you set, the distance that you set, you can set it as a preset. So it automatically, when you select this, your animation, hero, because it's already animation, right? We can save it. And if we want to do the same thing right here, we go to animation and look at there. There's our preset that we have with a nice play icon. What does it do? I don't know. Maybe just indicating that it has some animations there. So that's the animation icon. It looks really nice. You can also have some visibility control that you can set what kind of browser or cookie or that sort of things that this is looking at. I don't know, guys, what do you think so far with 70 minutes in? But I think it is looking quite great. This is a starting site. Here you have button options and you can add another button. Let's see what kind of classes does it have. It doesn't. So are there variations? Fill. And this is also fill. Ah, they changed the background right here. I see. base. So I guess base is the background color. Oh, that's a smart way of doing it. This is a starting site. Let's see how this all will go. Here we have some covers where you can put in images. Actually, a cover is just a way of having an overlap, right? Unlike this, you can change it like this, where the positioning starts or ends. And we can do a little bit animation right here as well. It looks good. I just have a hard time with Gutenberg in general, which calls it a bit for me. Yeah, I can imagine. I saw the worst web developer also struggling with creating the menu and that sort of things. OllieWP does make it a little bit easier to do because it already has some setups. But yeah, just like I said, it's a shame that it isn't available. Not every pattern is available. I would have expected that. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong places, but yeah. So it could be just me. But I think the Gutenberg experience overall is not that bad. Hello, Dave. How are you doing? Great to see you right here. What I really love about Gutenberg is pressing enter, / and you can add another thing in here. Oh, I really like the simplicity of that. What I wanted to do is add an animation right here. I want to add a fade up animation. Fade in and up. And it can be default, but I want this one to have a delay. I thought there was an easy way to do that, right? Am I mistaken? Really long time no see as well, Dave. I hope you're all doing fine. It's nice to have you all on the on the live stream. And hopefully I can do this more regularly in the upcoming weeks, but we have to see. Let's see. If I remember that there is some way of using the animation. Save as preset. Animate columns sequentially. So it will have a small delay. This is awesome. I'm really excited about this one. Oh, it's too fast, I guess. Are we finally done with the home renovations? Unfortunately not, Dave. Don't get me started. There were some people that was laying the floor and the floor didn't harden well enough. So there were cracks setting. And the kind of finish that we want for a floor is a thin little membrane. It's called gietvloer in it Dutch, but I don't know what's called in English. And that's something that's still not done. Because of the cracks, the thin layer that's being poured on it will not set good enough, or you will see it very well. You will see dents in the flooring. So we're trying to figure out how we can continue with this. Are we going to do a different flooring, finishing floor, or is the cement floor, does that need to change? So no, the home renovations unfortunately are not done yet, which you can also see because this is the TV from downstairs and the couch is there, but I guess you don't see it right now because of what's it called? Because of the darkness right here. But yeah, floor heating. Yeah, that as well. But yeah, we did have a conversation with a contractor, and we're trying to get everybody together to see what's actually wrong and how we can fix it so that we understand how we can continue. Until that time, we have a kind of studio and living room in one. So yeah, so it's not done yet, but but yeah, it's it's what it is. Thank you for asking, by the way. I like that you asked. Let's see. This doesn't feel sequential. Let's see. Maybe it's just the backhand, right? Look at that. Ooh, that's awesome with just a few clicks. And you can make changes to it, at least the duration. You can't fine tune the animation, which I think is fine. Like you have a middle, a start, a middle, and an end, and like you couldn't do in CSS. But I love how easy Mike makes it for you to animate these kind of things. Level up, can we help? Now I'm also very curious. What were the other two extensions? Advanced grid controls. We just want to try things out as well, right? So let's add a grid. Advanced. Manual. Yes. Ooh, look at that. How many columns do we want for this specific section? I don't want 6 columns for good enough. We have position, visibility, advanced. No, that's not the advanced settings I am looking for, I guess. We have the animations, we have border, padding, typography. Let's have a look in the grid. Do we need to add a column to see the more advanced kind of things? Order on mobile, so we can set where it should be ordered. Columns. It should stack, reverse on mobile. Again, we have visibility control even here. So it's nice that you can use a query string as well. Required query strings. That's awesome. Location. Usually that's very expensive to do a location kind of ruling. I wonder how well it works. Oh no, are those core Gutenberg blocks? Yeah, those are core Gutenberg blocks enhanced with the Ollie theme extensions. Mike released them last week. Advanced column controls, advanced grid controls, and that sort of things. Still figuring out how things work exactly. Look at this. Oh, this is nice. We can create a nice looking layout. Let's make the background a certain color. And let's add another. So duplicate. And can we set that to 1? Then it goes there. So if I remember correctly, this is normal grid controls. You already could do this, but I don't know if that's really true. Duplicate. Look at that. We can create a very fancy kind of Bennett grid very easily. I wonder what the advanced controls are. Maybe these are the advanced controls. I don't know what the normal controls are. We can add a new grid break. Oh, that's awesome. Add. And when it's smaller, they can get 2 columns. Ah, I see. And we can add a position, sticky. But I guess that's normal as well. Reset all. So that's nice that we can have some grid controls on mobile as well. Core Gutenberg. They all look like core blocks. Yes, what Mike wants to do is make it very seamless for the Gutenberg experience. As you can see, you can have animation just like in GreenShift with a lot of animation settings, or just a few preset that you can make yourself, and a few custom options you can pick from. And these are mostly used, right? Most of the times they are used by a lot of people. Zoom. Phew. Let's see how this looks on the front end. I'm very curious. Yeah, similar to the Great Street philosophy, for sure. I think I lost my grid. It's fine. So that's nice that we have these kinds of controls. Let's see the next. Those are the grid controls. Custom order on mobile and reverse direction. Yeah, I saw that as well, that we can pick what the order is on mobile. So if we select a column where we have something like this, you can reverse direction. You can say how many columns. And in there, you can select a column and say, all right, on mobile, I want this to be first, or I want this to be second. So you can change things up. This means it will show higher in rankings. And usually I do that manually. For instance, if you have a column with an image and column, you have a 50-50, and then you have an image on one side. Insert from mural, and let's add an unsplash. This is true. I heard something about Blockera going out of business. Oh, really? Yeah, I haven't seen anything from Blockera at all. And it's really a shame. I was very excited about that one. So I hope if they are not able to do it themselves, that they would sell at least. And try to still make something good out of it. Hero. And I also see an opportunity right there, because I think the Blockera, there was something, for creating variations. I thought that was a very, very smart move. And perhaps we could look into that, how we can add that to the Gutenberg. Because I think if you have all these settings and you have to redo it time and time again, it would be nice that you have at least some easy variations you can select from right away. And now for text there isn't any, but it would be nice that this can be saved, all these settings that I make, in a variation. And then when I open the variation, it will change the color. Maybe something I could look into develop myself, by the way, if Mike doesn't do it. Mike, if you're hearing this, please let me test it out. I'm very keen on it. And this is an intro. This is the most common way you can make this, right? We have a nice block, and this should be full width. The image like that, and then the alignment, I want this to be in the middle, and we need to add buttons and buttons. Hello world. And if we want to change that on mobile, we can set it to stack on mobile, and then we can choose what the order will be. And if you have a lot of image and then a column on the right side below each other, then it doesn't look very nice. So let's emulate that by do something like this. Now this is for me already the 2000 look, that you have the image, intro image. This looks a very boring 2-column layout, but I hope it does get the point across. Now if we look at mobile right now, we have the image, we have text, image, text, and that's not preferable, right? What we can do right now is go to the columns, go into this column and say, all right, on mobile, I want you to be first. So they get image and then text, image, text, image, text. This one isn't good. So we need to select a column with the image and then order on mobile. And now it's looking good on mobile. And then if we go back to desktop, we have the way that we have laid out it before. So that's nice. And so that's something that wasn't available before. And now we know. If we look to advanced grids, yeah, the breakpoints that we saw, create presets for the common breakpoints. That's nice. I don't know what is based on. Is this based on Tailwind or something? That's the most famous one, right? Sticky positioning is something that they have added. Advanced group controls. Let's see. So we can remove. Oops. Reset. It's very snappy when you just use Gutenberg, by the way. And we're... So... I could see people building out websites quickly for some customers that just want to have it done fast and then can edit themselves without needing a lot of extra plugins, right? If you just have a brochure site, you can just... Here you go, you have a website, it's up and running in a few seconds because it has some great templates. And you can add in animations just for $69 a year. You can have the animation, that's something that we already have looked at. Then you have the buttons with icons, learn more. Here we can add a button. And we can make it first or last. And if I remember correctly, it also has a hover option. Hover text, hover background. Look at that. Mike added something that should be in core. But it is nicely integrated that you can select it at least. Ooh, with a nice transition automatically. It has a transition duration and an ease function. Ease in and out. Ease out only. That's nice. What do you guys think? We're thinking. What are you thinking about? It would be nice that you can also change the color of the icon on hover. But it changes also with the theme color. So that's nice. Nicely done. Now that we have this done, we need to do something about our template because page full width, no title. Yes, that's true. Show template. There we go, because I want to change my header. And this is a way better experience, right? If we turn on the show template, then we see our whole page. And people cannot mistake what they're and where they're editing and how it looks across the board. So let's edit the header. Perhaps I'm wrong, but I used to remember that you could just change things in here right now as well. That we could change the header, but now we have to enter the header to make those changes. It's fine, I guess. And here we have the menu with a page list. Of course, we want edit. We want the home page to be first. Then our, I don't know, the features. And the contact and knowledge base all go beyond there. We have a lot of blog pages, so let's add that on the blog. And we have a nice pricing page. Home page. Blog page. You can change the things there as well. And in here we have the site title. We can add, hopefully, some logo. Site logo. Phew. But we don't have anything right now. So let's delete that. I also would like to change this. Is there a pattern available for it? Menu. These look like menu options, but not the ones that I'm thinking of. Those look like mega menu options, but where's my navigation? I just want a simple navigation, please. Dear sir, could you give me a simple navigation? Testimonials, pricing, posts. There are a lot of things there, but not the ones that I'm looking for, unfortunately. However, we can just add a button. Buttons. And drag this around to be after sample page. Let's see what the construction is. Row. Row you boat. Space between items. That looks good enough, right? Contact us. Maybe I want to change this name to homepage instead of having page everywhere behind it. It's like kind of silly, right? And we don't need sample page, so that one can be deleted. And for contact, we'll change that with pricing. For blog, so we have homepage, features, pricing, a blog, and a contact. Features, description. All right. And if I want to create a mega menu out of this, how do we do that? Let's see. That's this one. We also have a look at hover color menu designer. It's a standalone plugin. You can install it, building stunner mega menus with drag and drop editing. Or create some update globally. Use WordPress things. All right, Jimmy, thank you for joining, and have a very nice evening. And hope you will be doing well. And I'm excited for your courses that you are going to release at some point, hopefully. Let's see. Menu designer, building stunning mega menus. Right. I want to build a stunning mega menu. How do I do this? Add a submenu. That sounds like something. A blog. But it's not what we want, right? I guess so. Remove. Advanced classes. Default typography. Grow fixed. All right. Menu. Can we press a beautiful looking mega menu? And now, how does it work? Is that it? Should I do more? Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we need to do a little bit more to get the mega menu active. But how? Visibility. Browser, cookie, hides block. Screen size, visibility presets. It's also nice that you can set a preset where you can set everything that you want. Screen size, nope, that should be fine. Hide block for everybody. And can you then set also show block? All right, I think we need to explore the video tutorial together. So I'm going to just click through it just to see how things work. Yeah, those are the nice animations. Thank you, Mike. This is, by the way, Mike, the creator of this all. Yep. Nice design. Yeah, we do have styles. We have animation options. That looks nice. Ooh, see the fancy things he is building. Nice. Yep, I know that already. Where is the menu design kind of thing? Grid animate. Menu designer. So these are the new things that he has added, but I don't see the mega menu kind of thing. So I guess we'll be looking into that a next time, perhaps. Yeah, I'm curious. What do you guys think of the OllieWP theme? I think the patterns look very nice that he has created. Also has added a lot of things that makes building a website very easy. The Gutenberg is still something you get used to or not if you want to try out FSE. Using simple animations is very nice and easy to do. So I also like that very much. They can create a more expensive feeling for people just to have the just with some simple animations actually. And we have controls over a button hover. I really think this is funny. Just like they announced that you can use negative margins. It's just funny that they have done that, but and announced that it is available. It should be available by default if you ask me, but it is what it is, right? So I get it as well. I mean, WordPress is a very big company, right? Organization, I'm sorry. And everything is built in a beautiful way, and that's what I like. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think of OllieWP. I'm very excited about it. If you want to check it out, I will leave a link in the description down below. And join a next live stream where we're going to look at how to build out the mega menu. I'm very sad actually that I couldn't make it today, but maybe next time. As always, keep designing. Now I have to awkwardly press somewhere to stop this. Where is it? Where's the button? It's such a long time ago that I streamed that I couldn't find